Of course you had to hit the yellow. Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, I'm feeling bold filming myself right now. But I am, somehow, some way. This is Flint Airport, by the way, I flew into. It is such like a tiny little airport. And we gotta go up the stairs, and my shoelace isn't tied, so that's very scary for the escalator, but... I'm fucking nervous, but I'm ready just to sit on the plane and close my eyes and not think about this anymore. That was the longest time I've ever taken to get through an airport. And apparently, because the government kind of shut down, there's 8, okay. Is 8 boarding? Are we boarding? Really? Shit, okay, hold on. I'm gonna use the bathroom and then board. Okay, cool. I'm trying to be so brave right now, but I'm so fucking scared.
Number 7, right up here first.
But isn't that soft? But it feels good. I can't take a nap though. But look how pretty this room is. This is my grandma's house. Oh my god, I just realized. Why did my grandma print out this picture? I was trying to thirst trap in it. What the hell? It's funny. A little front spotlight. Oh god. I got sunburned so badly just on my hands. Literally everywhere else was fine. Just my hands. Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired. I think it shows on my face. My eyes are so swollen. And you also hear it in my voice. I woke up. What time is it? Oh, my watch updated. Okay. Okay. I don't care. It is, yeah, 9:21. I woke up at 9 and I still don't have my voice. I don't really care too much about my hair. I'm putting it in braids because we're going to the beach today. I'm very excited. I know this is like a privilege. I'm going to say it. I know it's a privilege. We have a pool at my house. Granted, you know, I live in Michigan, so like it's impressive, but it's also like we live in Michigan. But we have a pool, and like as much as I like being in, I don't know if I said this, I'm in my grandma's house and she lives in like an old people subdivision. Not really. I mean, an older person community, 55 and up. They have a pool. They have 2 pools and a hot tub, which you've seen yesterday. And as much as I like loved being out there yesterday because I was so not jet lagged, but the Dramamine really hit me. I have a pool at home. Like I want to go to the beach. Like granted, because I, you know, there is the Great Lakes, but it's not often I get to go to like Lake Huron or Lake Michigan, especially because I don't have a place to stay, and everybody that does Airbnbs are so expensive over there. So I'm like, while I'm in Florida, I want to go to as many beaches as possible. So that's what we're doing. That's why I'm up early, so we can beat people taking spots, I guess. Anyway, I was gonna finish braiding the rest of my hair, and we'll go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. Mickey Minaj.
Am I? Let's go to the beach. Nicki Minaj.
I don't know how loud the waves are, but this is like my 3rd time reading this book. I love Ray Bradbury. He genuinely is one of my favorite authors. But I'm somebody who, like, if I go into a public space, I have to reread the same book. I can't start something new. I get too distracted way too easily. But the beach is a good place to do it. I'm not joking. I just saw a dolphin. Or maybe I'm hallucinating. No, there's one right there. Oh my god. Enhance. Okay. Obviously it left. Can we zoom back out? Thank you. I'm gonna call myself out. You know how there's horse girls in high school? No. You know how there's horse girls in elementary and kind of middle school? I was a dolphin girl. I loved dolphins. I think partially it was because my grandparents lived down here in Florida like my whole life. They were what people call snowbirds, so they'd leave Michigan to come here. Yeah, I got geeked out anytime I was able to see a dolphin when I came to visit. I have a dolphin pillow pet that a friend gave me for my birthday party. Like anything in my room that I have that's dolphin is like people have got me for my birthday because they know I love dolphins. And like, yeah, nobody else is excited. Am I the only one that was hyped about that? Anyways, I hope to see more. I am getting so overly hot. I need to go into the water. It's so cold, but it feels so good. Hello, I'm here to provide some commentary on this crazy house, because I filmed a walkthrough, because I'm always like, whenever I go to nice places, I'm like, yes, I need to immortalize this in video. This is what the house looks like. It's the house. I don't know what else to say. I kind of filmed this out of order when I was like walking through, so like kind of, I hope there's some like semblance of bearing when you're like watching this video for the layout, but this is the room that my brother and sister-in-law stayed in. It's very nice. It's got like a Jack and Jill style sink bathroom situation. That door does go outside. It leads out to the pool, so like what you could do is close off that door right there and just let the people that are using the pool just walk through and use that bathroom and not have to go all the way into the house, which I thought was very genius actually. Also, that storage, the storage in the closets here are crazy. Like, I say that, but like I've never seen a closet that has like built-in shelves, so I'm like, that is fancy. And also from this room too, you can see that there's the sliding glass door, so if you wanted to go straight from the pool from your bed, you honestly could. It's very easy too. Although I don't know if that really got used. I didn't stay in this house during this duration of the trip. I just came over and visited. But you know, it's very much accessible. You can very much do that. Here's the living room. That door right there was the front door that you walk in through. This is kind of like my POV shot if you walked in and immediately went up the stairs. This house was very nice. I wouldn't really say it was like homey. I'd say it's nice if you're wanting to do like some sort of event and stay over. But yeah, if you wanted like a homey kind of maybe Florida experience, this kind of was giving like museum, like rich people type of shit. Walking in now, we have the twin bed room, the twin bunk bed room, and that also has a trundle bed, I think is what it's called, the like pull out at the bottom part of that bunk bed. So it could sleep 3 people instead of 2. That was the nice thing about this place too. It had like a lot of space for people to sleep in. This is what I'd say is the other master bedroom. It's got like a TV as well and the nice big bed. And these porches were so nice. They outlook, yeah, the ocean you can see. I would have loved to wake up and just like sit out there and drink my tea and watch my morning Instagram reels. Just, love it. This bathroom actually was crazy too. It has, the shower has 2 shower heads, which is unfathomable in my brain.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, girl.
There's places.
I know. Once again, I'm impressed by the closets. I also like that this closet had a window, so it's kind of like you had natural light.
It's a big shower.
Also, I got very distracted by the mirrors here. Granted, my mirror has like one of those touch things as well, but this was like so incredibly fancy. I couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing. It kind of reminded me of like a hotel. I think I stayed at a hotel in Chicago, and I believe it had something like that. And this was back in 2018, so that was like future to me, you know? Anyways, you hear all those light switches. The light switches in this house are so frustrating. I could not figure them out half the time, but here's the other room. This is why I say I don't think this is like a master bedroom. Oh wait, no. I think there is a TV in the corner. Never mind, I lied. This also has a huge bathroom. I think this bathroom is probably the nicest out of the bunch. Like another nice walk-in closet, another shower with 2 shower heads. Crazy. And then the toilet. I got so distracted by the ribbons on the toilet because I was like, that is fancy. I don't know what I just said there. Sorry, girl. Nice big mirror. Loved it. Again, the windows are also nice. They get the...
granted, the windows are shut probably because it's hot.
Okay. I don't know what I said again.
Oh my god.
So windows are very nice because it was like you got all the sun during the day, and then once again that had a patio style balcony. Oh, balcony. That's what I was trying to say. A balcony. So you could sit again. Very nice. And this is, I think, the bathroom for the bunk beds that were over there. Yeah, I know, it's nice, girl. And this is, I don't know, I just filmed an overlook. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, this was really nice too because the dining room had a lot of space, so we could fit like all the family that came over for the wedding, because this is where the wedding happened. It happened outside. Anyways, we're walking outside. Girl, that's locked. There you go. There was a lot of nice seating out here. Plus they had like or maybe somebody brought over the camping style chairs. Anyways, pool was very nice. I love the water feature. It was also heated, which is really funny because all the pools in Florida are heated. There was a TV outside too. They got a little sink, a freaking grill. They had a bar like cooler thing, and then they had a trash can thing. And that right there is a fire pit on my left.
And this is kind of like where they're gonna get married at. Right here by the water. There's a big old boat thing in the way. Let me drive the boat, but I ain't got a license to drive a boat. Super nice. This place is like bougie as hell.
Then there's just
Oh, but there are drinks in here.
Yep, there are, girl. There's a little bar area. They had a take one, leave one like situation. And then I don't know if you saw on the right, there's this door. You walk up here. This is the other bunk bedroom. Once again, super nice because the bunk bedrooms have their own like bathroom. Like anywhere I've stayed that had the bunk bedrooms, you had to share a bathroom with like everybody else. So this was like nice even if you were in the twin beds. And then also those windows, which you didn't see, but on the back, face out towards the water and kind of like the pool area as well. And then walking down, now we're gonna go into the kitchen. The kitchen always is like the most impressive part of these places to me. It was so nice. It's funny though because they had like, those kid locks, and I was like, what are we gonna do? Granted, I guess other people have done crazy things, but then I walked out on the pier, and yeah, I hope this was interesting to you to witness what this house looked like. I wanted to do a little OOTD of my fit today. Also, I'm allergic to the sunblock I've been using. It's different than like a breakout. I had a rash, so I'm a little itchy in the chest. Yeah, I've been putting Benadryl on. It's okay. My lady? It's my aunt and uncle and cousins came in today, and then same with Raquel's side of the family. Her aunt and uncle and cousins came in today. We're just gonna go over to the place that I showed you because that's where they're staying, obviously, and hang out. Yeah, I was just doing that thing. Of course, when I pull my phone out to try and capture when he's doing that, turns and looks away. I feel kind of bad. I've not gave much of an update. I've just been like enjoying myself. The wedding is on Sunday. I came in on Monday, so those like 2-3 days like I kind of filmed. But then it's been like since I've got here, I just kind of didn't want to film like the family time that I've been having with them, especially because there's aunts and uncles from Raquel's side of the family that I don't know. I'm not gonna do all that. Still down with the sunburn. Usually I don't sunburn, but I think because like I said, Michigan is so cloudy, I don't think my body was like prepared for any UV. Because at least when summer comes around, like we have a little bit of spring, usually there's like maybe a warm day and then it's kind of cool or whatever. Like your body can acclimate to the UV and not really just. So my chin kind of like blistered and it's really dry and gross feeling, and also my nose has not stopped being red, so that's really cool. Anyways, today is a pool day. I would love to go to the beach, but going to the pool. My other grandma flew in on Thursday as well. She's been sleeping with me in this room. So we're just gonna go down there because it's easy. I had to use mineral sunblock for the rest of my duration of my trip, and it was very gross feeling. This is a different shot. This is when I actually went over to their place, and we all kind of just laid out on the ground like lizards. And then me and my family went putt-putting. Honestly, I'm not sure I'd recommend this place. Granted, putt-putting is always fun, like no matter where you go, but I wasn't really thrilled about this. They had live crocodiles or alligators, I don't remember the difference, and I do not fuck with any place that holds animals like this for like entertainment. It's just gross. I don't think any animal needs to be kept in captivity unless it's for rehabilitation purposes, so. And all the courses were actually very short. They're par like 2 or 3. There wasn't much space to hit the balls. I did like that each of the holes had like a hint on how you could get a hole in one, but otherwise it was just very short. I also found it funny because I kept being like, oh, this is just like golf with your friends, especially like this hole where it was like, pick one and whichever one might get you a hole in one, but it was funny the entire time, but it was very quick to go through and we finished it fairly easily.
Hey! Then we went and ate at this place called Dock 4. It was very nice because you could overlook the water and they even let you walk out on the pier and you could see all the shrimp boats and the yachts. People are fucking rich over here, it's crazy. Then we drove over the bridge to get to Fort Myers Beach, and honestly I have not been here in such a long time, probably around 2019, and so, you know, I had to hit up the shops. I got a little souvenir for me, got some souvenirs for my friends, of course. Then we walked to the beach to actually, you know, go on the beach. And it's kind of crazy because in 2022, Hurricane Ian hit Fort Myers and it wiped this place out. So like everything that existed in my memory of this place doesn't exist anymore. That pier is gone. In this further shot, you're going to see like all the businesses are gone. It's just the brick that's there. And it's kind of confusing because it's been 4 years and they haven't decided to build this place back up, which is a bit sad. And there's Margaritaville. Of course, there's Margaritaville that took over the place. Whatever. I'm just a hater. I also ended up filming the news, which is funny. The news in Florida felt so extremely slow, like there'd be 4 main stories that they'd cover. But very interestingly enough, when I first got here on Monday, they were talking about like a spark of the brush fire, and it had spread so much by the time I left. It was actually quite sad. It has been very dry in Florida. I want nobody to comment on my hair, okay? I went to the beach, and I also had my head out the window, and I have a colic here, okay? Let's just acknowledge that. Also, look at this cute little picture of me as a baby. Well, not a baby. Probably like 5 or 6 here. That's a guesstimate. I have no idea. I looked really young for a long time. We did a lot today. I wasn't really expecting it. We went putt-putting, which was really fun. But then we drove down to Fort Myers Beach, actually. Went to sun, saw the beach. But I got some, what do I want to say? I got, I almost said merch. I got souvenirs. I don't know what I want to say. I want to show you them because the other ones I can show at home, but remember how I said I brought my suitcase? My parents took it, right? And we were so like, this stuff is gonna go back with the clothes, my other souvenirs that I'm giving to my friends. They're coming with me. Anyways, let me show you. Boom. Fort Myers. Now, is this a size 8 from the kids section? Yes, it is. Does it fit me perfectly? Yes, it does. Why am I talking like Ashby when she does the Lorex? This sounds really weird, maybe. Oh my god, every time I'm gonna come in frames. This is not quite a baby tee. I wish like more places made like a shorter bottom t-shirt, if that makes sense. Like, I'm proportionate for my height, but when I get smalls in clothes, they never sit at my hips. They always come down to here. So, this is swag. Well, you can't really tell when I do that. The lighting sucks. Whatever. I got this really cute set. It's like baby pink, and the shorts are pink. Fuck it, we going to a new location. You can't see shit. You can really see how sunburnt I am. I want to show my grandma's kitchen off. I love my grandma's house, so sometimes too, people don't understand. When I vlog, a lot of things I do, I keep as like a memory. Like, even though it lives in my head, it's still nice to look back on something. Also, I'm boiling hard-boiled eggs to eat before I take my flight tomorrow, so if you hear that, that's what it is. I don't know if I said this earlier, right? I'm gonna keep doing this. So at one point, I need to just give up, girl. I really don't want to leave, like I said, because the weather's good. But like, part of me is like so excited to go to my own bed and just like be in my own bed. I miss my bed. I miss my bed like a man at war. I don't know. Like a man at war misses his wife. Also, just like having your space. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I am so overly anxious as a person sometimes that having my space is like the one thing that comes. Okay, I should have turned that off earlier. I'm so sorry. Having my space is like my space. Okay. It's like the one thing that helps really regulate my central nervous system or something. I don't know, because like I got so overwhelmed. Granted, I went for a week straight. It was like Monday I came, and then Monday I was like, I don't think I can go out in public. I need a day by myself, and that was fine. I mean, it sucks because, you know, whatever. What kind of, not really wasted the day. It was cooler here, but that's just the reality of living with anxiety and just being like someone whose body feels like is being hunted for sport. Part of me thought about filming that process. Like, I didn't really like cry, but it does get frustrating when you are socially burnt out, even though you want to like keep doing things. It just like, it feels so embarrassing. It's like, why can't I do this? It's really not that big of a deal, but it's something so hard to like get over.
And so it like frustrates me to no end because it's like, girl, just get up and do it. But also like I was so physically exhausted just from because the wedding was on Sunday, and then Monday I was like, I don't think I can physically do this. I don't think I can mentally do this. And sometimes stopping to take a break is good. It's just like, it's hard for me to like want to accept that sometimes. Once again, don't know where I was going at this point. Anyways, I am bummed to go home because I love the weather here. I love being around my family. I love seeing my grandma, enjoying the sunshine, being able to swim, going to the beach, eating really good food. There's a lot of things why I don't want to leave. But I'm a bit excited to like go back to my house and lay in my bed and catch up on my reading. And I haven't watched any YouTube or anything either, so I'm sure I have a good amount of things on that end. Yeah, that's what my final thoughts. I wanted to show you this because I don't think any of this will be a part of the vlog. If I edit the vlog quick enough, I don't think my merch, my souvenirs will be shown. The clothing souvenir. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I gotta go to bed. My flight leaves at 1 p.m. It says 12:58:20. I don't want to get back on the plane, but good night. I definitely had to mute the noise here just because we were outside on the tarmac and the plane was loud, but I was just saying how nice it was that like the tarmac and going to the plane was outside because it was like one last chance I could just feel the sun and have the nice weather on me before I got on the plane and went home. And then I waited for my brother and sister-in-law to pick me up. And also, I don't know if this is just me, but like 80s atrium like lives in my brain rent-free. And so like all the plants in here just reminded me of like 80s style buildings. I'm home. Actually, the weather's not bad. I'm like being a baby about it, but there's some sun, you can tell. When you're flying in, you can tell we were in Michigan by the haze. I realized like this was a genius plan in my head. I was like, let me like finish off everything before I go, because I'm like, I finished off my Chex Mix, I finished off my loaf of bread, I finished off the milk, and then I got here and I was like, why did I do that? Because now I'm like, I have nothing to eat. I have nothing for breakfast. So I'm gonna run to the grocery store. I don't want to, obviously. I just fucking landed 2 hours ago. Well, less than that. I'd like to take a shower. That's what I'm gonna do. I went upstairs, I looked at my bed for just a second, and I was like, oh, so tempting. But I know if I don't go now, even tomorrow, I'm gonna be like way too exhausted to want to do that. It's also really funny because like, yes, I'm burned. And it's so funny because everybody's pale here. Everything is so Twilight Original coded. Nah, Twilight Original is pretty blue. Maybe like the third Twilight. I don't know which one that is, but it's just gray. Yeah, I want to show you what my fridge looks like because I think it's fucking funny. We stopped and got Jersey Mike's on the way, but that's what I got. I got eggs at least, but I really need milk and bread. Oh wait, do I have a loaf of bread in the freezer? Oh, this is maybe clutch. This is also, I don't know if this is like a Midwest thing or maybe just like if you have a family and live with a family. I'm having a big freezer, like a chest freezer. We have like a big upright freezer out here. Do I have bread? Or did I already eat it? Oh, I'm not saying it. I don't know why to go buy bread. Gluten-free bread is so freaking ridiculously expensive. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. Alright, let's go to the store. I'm not filming in there, but I'm gonna do it. I went to the grocery store, by the way. Oh yeah, I remembered what I was gonna say. I'm so freaking bored. I mean, I know I've been here for 2 hours back home, but oh my god. I think it's just the fact that I can't sit outside. It's like, what I'm like, you know? But there's nothing to do. That's why I was like, let me go to the grocery store. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm still like amped up from the flight now. I'm bored and tired and cold all at once. I gotta get into wind down mode. I'm not ready to wind down, but I need to wind down. It is 5:44. I forgot, I never showed you what I got my friends. I'm gonna do that now. So I got things for my friends Tony and Mark. Okay, for Tony, we had this little inside joke, right? Cause when I went to the beach, he was like, oh, like, show me if there's dolphins, I wanna see dolphins. And ironically, I did see a dolphin, singular. But then we had a little inside joke about how hard it'd be to take a dolphin through TSA in the tank and everything. I got him a dolphin, of course. Look how cute. These little guys were inside the orange juice place. I can't remember what it's called. I'll, whatever, put it there. So I brought him a dolphin from Florida. And then also at the orange juice place, I got them both orange candy. And then in Fort Myers Beach, there's this like gaggy type of shop that's all about phallic objects. And Tony had got me a magnet when I graduated. Let's go back to the flashback. One of my best friends from school sent me a package. And by package, I mean like an Etsy order. Oh my god. I don't even know if I can show this on camera. Not a... I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a goof. That's really funny though, either way, making somebody print this out and stick it to a magnet because this came from an Etsy shop. Also, which picture is this of me? Oh, I love it. This is one of those conversation starters. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, so I don't know if I can say that on the internet. The thing that rhymes with shmameshtik shmaris. So I got him a magnet from the shop called Salty Seaman, and it says, so that can go right on his refrigerator. I don't know if you guys noticed, I have that Usagi magnet in the background of all my shots. It's on my bookcase, which is metal. So now he's got his own magnet from me. For my friend Mark. Granted, okay, I also got myself something. I got Mark a cute little orange slice. I don't know, oranges always remind me of Florida. And also, I don't know, I like the smell of oranges. I use orange perfume, blah, blah, blah. But I also got myself 2 of them too, because well, matching, first of all, but then I was like, this little dude, I feel like he kind of reminds me of me. Anytime I see a character with like freckles like this, I'm like, wow, relatable. Me and Mark got matching homies. Like I said, I also got him some citrus candy. I hope it's good. I've never tried it, but... And then to be a little more incognito for him, because I don't need to give him any payback, I just got him a little one. It's a sticker. Man shop. And then I forgot to show too, I got this for myself to put in my journal, because I love aliens. I love this little illustration, so cute. And I think it's a sticker, but I'm going to do that thing where I put tape on the back and don't actually use it like a sticker, because what if I want to? What if I want to? Alright, I forgot to film an outro again. Oops. Thanks for joining me for my Florida vlog. The trip was very fun. It was very fun, and I cried a lot at the wedding. I won't lie, I was just... literally. It's also very challenging, but like in a good way. Obviously, I don't really like flying on airplanes, so that was a thing in itself, but like I said, I'm very socially anxious all the time, always, so it's fun to like push myself. And I'm sorry that I didn't really like vlog as much. Like I said, I didn't really realize how much time I'd be spending with my family, but also on top of that, like a lot of the days were spent like planning up until the wedding, because obviously we don't live here. So then like once we got there on Thursday, like got to see the house on Thursday, I was just kind of like, oh well, we need to do all this and look at dresses and all this other stuff. So there's a lot of running around and also being around family, which is very nice, but obviously I don't want to film that type of stuff. It's like family time for me is personal. But if you like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe. I do vlogs and makeup videos. You can hit the bell notification icon to stay updated when I post, although I don't personally use that. And go ahead and leave a comment actually on what your favorite trip that you've been on, or like favorite place you've been to. I'm always intrigued on where people spend their time, like vacationing or going somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember, if you did not have a good day today, you can always make tomorrow better. Love you. Bye.